is presented by Benjamina Mia Casino. Licensed real estate professional since 2008. License number S01669991 LLC. It's a lunch hour in Vegas, and we're on the dot with Dot and Mia here on PHLV Radio.
Hello, everybody. You're on the dot with Dot and Mia over there. Welcome. It's a Wednesday, and we're going to have another intelligent, deep, enriching conversation with a very important guest. Pero bago dyan, si Mia muna. Mia, hello!
Hello! Happy Wednesday, everyone! Welcome to On The Dot. My name is Mia Martin Casino.
Napakahinhin.
Don't be deceived.
Mahinhin ang dalagang Pilipina. Something happened yesterday.
Full moon?
Other than that, something fun happened yesterday.
Yes, we launched
our
the family video. Yes, that was fun.
Diba? Family was, we talked about family here.
Yes, we
Weeks
guested
ago.
Miss Cerise Halman.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Are you going to perform sa Himig?
Not perform. We'll
Ano
show
lang?
the video lang.
Okay, sige.
Yeah.
All right, so welcome to the studio, Mia.
Welcome also,
Parang
Dot.
may bago, you said. Okay. Sige nga. Sige, Mia, let's introduce our guest.
Yes, we have a very special guest. It's our second time here,
Yes,
right? Second
yes.
time.
The
Second
last-
lang ba?
The last time she was with
Miss Gloria.
Tita Gloria.
Yes. She was our all-time president of the Filipino-American Dance Company of Las
Yes.
Vegas. But now she is the president of NaFFAA-Nevada, National Federation of Filipino-American Association. And she is here to talk about civic engagement, Miss Jacque De Joya.
Good
Welcome to the
afternoon,
show.
ladies. Thank
Welcome
you so
back.
much for having me today. It's a pleasure being here. As Mia said, my name is Jacque De Joya, president of the National Federation of Filipino-American Association of Nevada. We're just the Nevada chapter. NaFFA is a national organization, headquarters in Washington, D.C., because that's where all the policymakers are, right? That's where it happens. So corporate office is there. We are just a Nevada chapter. NaFFA is also the largest national Filipino association in the United States. We are 4 million Filipinos throughout the country.
Wow,
And
4 million.
Yes, that many. And
It's
so
like one
we,
country.
right? United States alone, right? We're all over the place, but United States alone.
4 million.
And NaFFA promotes the well-being of Filipino Americans throughout the United States. So we try to represent all of those 4 million people. And we have 4 pillars. 4 pillars of NaFFA are advocacy, leadership development, cultural uplift. So I'm still continuing promoting culture, even though I'm not the president of Filipino Dance Company anymore, but we continue to promote the culture. And lastly is civic engagement.
Which is what we're talking about.
And we might as well talk about that because it's election year. So it's kind of like a hot topic right now.
Right. And off mic earlier, I mean, before we started the show, I was asking kung ano yung civic engagement para sa mga Pilipino. Is there a Filipino word for that? Ano siya? Alam ko lang yung di ba we had a class noon sa,
Araling Panlipunan.
ganun ba yun? Civic, ano yun?
Social studies. Yeah.
Parang ganon. So what is
Is it
civic
what's the
engagement?
Filipino word?
I'm thinking.
I don't know.
Tagalog word.
Civica.
Ano ko
Civica
nga?
at Kultura. There was
Let's,
that
ano,
thing.
Let's Google.
Right. That's
Pero,
good.
yeah, civics, when we talk about that, for me, what comes to mind is like society, culture, governance. Am I correct in thinking about those things? Ano, Mia?
For
think
Google,
so.
it says pakikipag-ugnayan ng Civico.
Oh, ano nga ang sino si Civico?
Tingnan natin. What
I think you were right what you said, Dot.
pakikipag-ugnayan?
And
Being civically engaged, right? NaFFA, again, one of our pillars is civic engagement, and we have programs to help us be civically engaged. We have Fil-Am Vote, which basically is the beginning of this whole thing, which is to be registered as a voter.
yes.
We have to make sure that all of our Fil-Am, the whole Fil-Am community, each individual is registered to vote.
That's 4 million votes.
That's right there alone. How important is that?
However, these 4 million, are they adults? Are they over 18? The counting of the 4 million, are they just, including children and all
That's
that?
a good question.
Yeah, okay.
That's a good question. We'll have to look that up.
So let's say kalahati, no?
Right.
Let's say 2 million
Alone,
voters.
Voters.
That's a lot.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the first step is to be registered. And it's not as easy as it sounds. We've done voter registration. We've gone from at the mall. We've been to Seafood City, Island Pacific, the schools, the churches, wherever we can go to register our Fil-Am people, and they're hesitant.
They're hesitant.
They're hesitant.
So you didn't have a good turnout of voter registration?
It's mediocre. Half and half. It's
Oh,
so we're trying
okay.
to figure out why what that percent why are they don't even want to be registered to vote.
Have you ever conducted a study to ask the hesitant people
We
why?
have not conducted a study yet,
Like
but
a
maybe
survey,
that's
no?
something that we should look into.
Tanungin natin ang audience, why are you not registered? I'm registered.
Yeah.
And it took me like intensive education from my husband, okay, John, because he's very active, and so he walked me through the different stages of the different aspects of American politics, and so I registered. Pero kayo kaya registered ba kayo, and why not? And so please send your answers sa Facebook, sa website, or wherever you're listening. Okay.
That would be great. I would love to see the responses.
Yes, I
I hope
hope
we get some responses.
we have engagement.
Ako, when I
Okay.
was new, coming from me, my experience when I was new in the U.S., when someone approached me for that, when I was new, I get scared. Kasi if you're asking me to put my signature on it, I was taught by my dad not to just sign anything.
Okay,
So that's my thing.
that's a good reason.
That's very
Yeah.
true. And then they'll ask you for your identification. Again, hesitant. They're not going to hand over their ID
Yeah.
to just anybody.
Yes, and for someone, di ba, coming from Seafood City, asking you if you've already registered and ask for your signature,
Oh
you're
yeah,
kind of hesitant.
tama. That's a good point, Mia. The signature. Ano pa? So, do you know of anybody who's hesitant to register?
They don't even tell you sometimes, right? They don't even.
okay.
A lot of people are not even upfront to admit that they're not registered voters. So again, it's like pulling teeth. It's trying to get this information out of people. Are you registered to vote? There's a hesitance in our community, and that's the mystery. That's what the conversation is. I grew up here So as soon as I turned 18, back in those days, when I turned 18, you automatically just go. I can't remember if we did it at school or something like that, but back then it was just automatic. You go and register to vote.
Oh yeah, there's something about the DMV as well. Diba can you do that sa DMV? No. I think at the DMV you choose whether you're a Democrat,
Your
a
political party.
Republican, or you're independent. I think you choose your political party when you go sa DMV.
Actually, when Bella got her permit, she was already asked.
Okay.
They ask you at the DMV, correct? If you're
Yes.
of a registered voter.
Yes.
And she registered right away?
She was asked already in school. So
Oh,
she
see,
said,
it's in school.
In school. So our question now is those who are not in school.
In school, correct.
Okay.
Also, just another thought is when an individual gets their citizenship after
Yes,
the oath taking,
That too.
Yes.
they're also prompted to go ahead and register to vote. So that's a good time also to catch them right there
Right.
after the taking of the oath.
Oath-taking.
Yes,
so that's
perfect.
an opportunity to register yourself to vote.
Right.
So I guess we're catching that small group that's not in high school, that's already a citizen.
Right.
So that's the group that
Of
we're looking
age
for,
too,
of
yeah.
age, right?
And probably those who are hesitant and afraid, perhaps, are people who have no legit documents. Pwede ba yun?
Or maybe, they're not legal.
Yung remnants ng TNT, tago ng tago.
Maybe they're not.
I don't know if we still have that group of people here.
Yes.
Not necessarily Filipinos, but we are addressing the Filipino community right now, no?
Yeah.
Oh, makakaboto ba ang illegal immigrant here? Oh, what's your answer to that, Ms.
Well,
Jackie?
obviously, if they're not U.S. citizens,
They
then
cannot.
they cannot vote,
Not
Yeah.
even the green card holders.
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll have to just find a way
Uh-huh.
to get the attention of that group that are not registered to vote yet. We're still going out there. There's a lot of voter registration activities going on. As a matter of fact, yesterday was voter registration day. So we just want to let the audience know out there, if you are not registered to vote yet, please do so. There's plenty of time to get ready for the November election.
Maybe also people are afraid to be political because of what they have experienced back in the Philippines.
Right.
And we were mentioning that earlier.
Or
I
they
don't-
don't know who to vote.
Yes.
And
they
that
don't-
that takes us into our part 2. So now we have them registered to vote. So yay, right?
All
Now
right,
they're
sige.
registered to vote.
What's the next thing?
The next step is we need them to go out and vote.
To actually vote. Yeah.
To actually
Okay.
go out there and vote.
Yeah.
And we're a lot of us are immigrants in this country. And what better way to exercise your citizenship than to go vote,
Yeah.
to place your
Right.
vote. And so now as we all know, or most of us know, that Filipino-Americans are one of the largest ethnic group, if not the largest ethnic group here in Southern Nevada.
Ilan na
We
ba tayo
are
ngayon?
approximately 278,000.
Oh, last time it was 250.
Yes.
And now it's 278.
278 approximately. And so how can we, or why are we not going out there to vote is kind of our next topic.
Yeah. Ano kaya, Mia? What
Let's
do you
ask
think?
our audience.
Yes.
Wala pa sila. Walang answer eh. Hello? Are you out there?
Why are we not voting?
Enlighten us with your answers.
Kasi people are very active to vote naman sa mga, let's say, sa mga beauty pageants. That's easy, a click away.
Right.
Is it because also understanding American politics takes, a different level of comprehension? Diba? May mga electoral college, yung mga ganon, the different parties, may mga what's happening, kung ano yung the first stage when the parties select their candidates. What is the word for that? primaries, ganon? Primary?
The first one is the primary election.
So, may mga ganon, di ba?
Steps.
Yes. May mga, yes. So,
So perhaps
maybe it's too
perhaps
much.
our community, there is a lot
much to
going
think
on.
about, yeah.
Definitely there is too much to think about. All we could do, one of the roles that NAFA wants to do is voter education. We try to educate our community, or maybe that's a goal we need to do, is educate them more about the process.
right.
We did just hold last week, Saturday.
Tell us about that.
Actually,
Yes.
Friday the 13th. Actually.
Good day.
We had NAFA put together, along with Fil-Am Power, another organization, put together a Civic Engagement Candidates Forum 2024 is what we called it. And we invited as much as we could, all of the candidates that were running for office, whatever affiliation, whatever parties they belong to. And we just kind of brought them all together and invited the Filipino-American community. And they were able to the candidates were able to introduce themselves, tell us their platforms. We asked questions. It was interactive with the audience. It was a great turnout. We had almost 38 or so candidates that came and participated. 38,
yes.
all together with the community. About 300 people came to the event.
Oh, wow, that's
it was
big.
amazing,
That's a good
well
turnout.
attended, very, very, very successful.
Yeah,
So
Mia said there was
perhaps-
a lot of food too.
Yes,
Okay.
lots of food also.
Perhaps.
And so, maybe we continue doing that, educating our community, so we can help them out to make some decisions that would help them place their vote. What do you think? That would help, right?
Yeah. Jackie, so are
It
you
was
part?
non-partisan too, so
Yes.
yeah,
Oh, importante yan.
yeah.
Jackie, are you part of the education committee, and what do you teach? So when you educate them?
Well, what we did was we had some questions that we asked the candidates, whether it was immigration, small business, education, the health industry.
Yeah.
Those
yeah.
types of topics that were
Yes.
asked, and we kind of had like a Q&A session.
Okay.
They were able to speak about themselves
All right.
and why they're running for office.
Right. And we're looking at the screen right now, and those are some of the speakers, some of
Oh,
the
I'm so glad you
people
have it.
who.
Yes.
Thank you, Kuya Yo. It's
Yes,
the
Johan.
PHLV, and is this from FAMAN, Filipino-American? I mean,
They did the live stream.
Okay. All right. All right. So,
Look how exciting that is.
Will there be another one? Wala na.
I think
November
that-
na kasi.
Right, because we're almost at November.
So what I mean by education, Jackie, is really educating the voters, the would-be voters, on the process, the whole idea of the election. What does American politics look like? Yung ganong klaseng education. What you gave here is like, correct me if I'm wrong, educating the audience about the policies and the stand of the candidates. Is that what happened?
Well, the candidates were able to introduce themselves and talk about themselves and what their platforms were. And so at least the audience got to meet them face to face, what they look like. And after this, even after the event, they were able to go approach them one by one on a one-on-one basis and ask them. Well, maybe they have a personal question that they want to ask these
that's-
candidates.
yeah.
So they got to learn who the candidates are, at least better than just hearing about their names,
Seeing them on TV,
seeing them on TV and
like a
in
meet and
person.
greet.
Tsaka mga flyers, no? Yeah. Parang meet and greet.
Yeah, meet and greet.
Tama. And from the side of the candidates, how did they feel about the Filipino audience?
They were actually overwhelmed and they were thrilled. They didn't even, a lot of them, that was the first time that they had met our community.
Oh, really?
Can you imagine that? And there was with the candidates, the community were approximately 250 attendees, and some of those candidates, that was their first time meeting the Filipino community.
Oh, wow.
It was a mix. Most of them were usually in events, Filipino events, but some were also new in the Filipino community.
Yeah.
And they were surprised to meet,
Yeah.
wow, there's so many people here that are interested on what they have to hear and want to
Yeah.
talk about.
Yes.
So that was very nice.
Yes, it was very.
For both parts, for both parties.
Do we have Filipino candidates?
Yes.
We
Marami
do.
ba?
Yes.
We have young candidates too.
Na
Young
Pinoy.
Filipino candidates.
Like, would you have a number there? Or like how many? Ano
I don't
kaya?
have a number, but Carl Catarata.
Carl, Ron Quince, Aaron Bautista, and then we have Erica Mosca,
Yes,
who's
Erica
running for office as well. So can you say we have 5 or so?
Yeah.
Handful?
Oh, that's that's a step because we are living here, and we need to be involved sa kung ano yan, the things that we are receiving from the government and how we are engaged. Sabi mga engagement.
Correct.
Diba?
So probably there's a lot of Filipino-Americans that don't even know that we have Fil-Ams that are running for office.
Right.
So we need to
right.
let them know that as well. And perhaps, I know everybody's lives are busy, but we are, Filipinos are amazing group of people, from teachers to professionals, healthcare workers, casino workers, and I know everybody's busy in their everyday life, but there's so many ways to make sure that you go out and vote. Some that are not available during the day. What about the mail-in ballots? Are we not taking advantage of the mail-in ballots? Because I know it's a pre-postage stamp envelope, right? Just
Right.
fill it in and send it in.
Yeah, because when you look at the mail-in ballots too, you just look at names. If you don't get a chance to meet and greet, you don't know who these people are. You just check.
What's your takeaway from that event, Mia? You were
It was
there.
good. It was very good. It was very enlightening for me. You get to hear what their platforms are. And so, yeah.
Was it the first time for you?
For the
to
meet and greet. Yeah.
For
It
you?
was the first time for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. So the target is primarily the non-voters, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
So
Kasi
that's-
the voters will make up their own minds who to
Right.
vote for. But the first thing to do is to get registered, get your name out there, and be heard. Okay.
I asked a family member of mine that I know does not have that doesn't vote very often, and I said, Tita, how come you don't go out there and vote? And she said, I don't know the candidates
Right. Yeah,
I don't know
think
enough
that's
about
it.
them.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
to make that wise decision on who I'm going to vote for. And so that's an important question, is why are you not voting? Audience, I'm talking to the audience.
Audience, why are you not
Why are you not
Sana kayo,
voting?
mga voters, mga non-voters sa audience. Sana kayo. Hello, everybody.
Please make an
Kumakain pa sila
effort.
siguro.
Please make an effort to know the candidates and then go out there and vote.
Yeah.
Like in the Philippines, it's easier because most of the ones that run for office are actors and actresses, diba?
Yeah.
So it's easier for them to get known and
Oh,
to
yun
get the
pa.
votes, diba?
That's another aspect. Ano kayang mindset ng mga Pilipino who come from our country
Right.
and stay here, and anong mindset? You were talking about that earlier, Jackie. No? Takot ba sila na are they waiting to be bought? May buying ba dito? Takot ba sila to be harassed? What, do they not want to be identified? Are they hiding because of
Could be a lot
Yeah.
of reasons. Yeah.
yeah? Are they running away from someone or from something we don't know? No. So,
Maybe they think their vote won't count.
or that too. Okay. Yeah, or maybe they think that
They don't know the power of their vote.
Yes, and
Yeah,
every
yeah.
vote counts.
well, I heard from someone too that he is not voting because the whole process, he said, is a joke, in the sense that he said that if I were to choose between two evils, that's his words, Those are his words. And to choose between the two evils, choose for the lesser evil. He said, I don't want to be engaged in evil at all. So that's his mindset. And, well, of course, narinig ko lang yan. I have no way of engaging with him and asking him what he meant by that. Have you heard of such a thing?
I've heard people say the same thing. Yes,
That it's
and
a joke and it's, ano naman? Yeah.
right. And it's unfortunate that we have to think that way, you know, that some people feel that way. But it may be true. There may be some truth to it. But we are where we are. We have two candidates. If we're talking about the presidential election, and we have to pick one of them. And your vote does matter. Don't think that you don't count. Each vote does count. And we're not here to tell you who to vote for. We just ask you to please place your vote.
Yes, because your vote matters in policy making, in like those issues that you mentioned earlier. No? Madami siya. And so at this point, we have to take a break, ladies. We're in the middle of the, naka-half, ano tawag doon sa football?
Halftime.
Halftime na tayo. Kaya ang ating performer ay manood kayo kung sino ang ating halftime performer. Si Mia.
Si Beyonce.
Sige, go, Mia.
It's presented by Filipino-American Casino. Licensed real estate professional since 2008. License number S01669991 LLC.
Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Romualdo Aragon Jr., founder of the Filipino-American Heritage Foundation, Nevada. Every year in October, we celebrate Filipino-American History Month. We pay tribute to the power of your hard work, perseverance, talents, achievements, and contributions, making us all very proud to be Filipinos. This year, our theme, Dreams Making Them Realities, highlights the incredible journey of Filipino Americans who have transformed visions into milestones, shaping the very fabric of our nation. It's a night where inspiration meets celebration, with unforgettable performances from Las Vegas' brightest talents, stories that will move your hearts, and moments that honor both trailblazers and the next generation of leaders. Join us for a memorable night of culture and connection as we honor our heritage and highlight the boundless potential of our community. Save the date, October 12, Saturday, from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. at M Resort Spa and Casino for an evening of dinner, dance, and entertainment.
Dot is presented by Benjamina Mia Casino. Licensed real estate professional since 2008. License number S01669991 LLC.
Yay! I hope you're having a wonderful lunch. Di pa kami kumakain. So, we're gonna have our lunch after this show. Pero si Mia, I think, tapos na siya mag-lunch na. Mia, ikaw muna, introduce mo muna yung HIMIG.
Inisip ko pa.
Ano kaya yun? HIMIG. Spelling. Sige nga.
Yes, we would like to invite all songwriters. Malapit na ang deadline for you to turn in your original and unpublished compositions. The deadline is October 15 for Himig Husay Ipagmalaki Musikay Ipagdiwang Gawang Pinoy Yupaan Songwriting Competition. It is on November 16 at 2 o'clock at the Celebrity Center. And we are also having our 25th anniversary gala, dinner gala, at the Suncoast Casinos at 7 p.m. Tickets are $100. So,
$100, yes.
Yes.
So ilan ang ating competitors?
right now we have 3. So,
O di may first, second, and third
wala
na.
pa.
Ay,
We're still waiting for
Sigurado
more
na
entries.
yan. Ako.
Kuya, yung entry ni ni Jai, we're still waiting. Jai, calling Jai.
Yeah. Well, ano kayo, join kayo kasi may prizes naman ito.
October
Hindi
15
ito,
na sa deadline.
And we have very illustrious judges. Si Mr. Illustre ba is one of our judges. Are we allowed to say the judge's name? Never mind. So,
No, not
teka ha.
yet.
Sabi ni Adele, hi there, Kuya Johan, Mia, Dorothy, and Marlon. Hello, Marlon. You're listening. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Yes, Adele. Adele, are you a registered voter? So, tanungin natin si Adele, although she's in California. Kahit nasaan ka, be a registered voter. May speech tayo that we're going to play for you. Let's take a listen. And this is very meaty and juicy. Sige, go. Kuya Yo?
Don't do this again. There you go.
Now I'm live. Good evening. Where am I? Okay. Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the National Federation of Filipino-American Association of the Nevada chapter, also known as NaFFAA-Nevada, I am honored to welcome you to tonight's Candidates 2024 Forum. Our civic engagement program includes voter registration and voter education so that our community is well informed, thus making our voices be heard loud and respected. Tonight we gather to engage in meaningful dialogue about the issues that matter most to our community.
Thank you, Jackie. I'm equally honored, ladies and gentlemen, to represent the Filipino-American political organization with equal representation, better known as Fil-Am in Power. It is a grassroots, nonpartisan organization that empowers the Filipino-American community in civic engagement in leadership. Tonight's forum, ladies and gentlemen, is indeed a testament that we are of equal representation. Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. A pleasant good evening to each and every one of you.
As we approach the upcoming election, it is crucial that we address the key issues impacting our community. Immigration remains a significant concern for many Filipino Americans.
Healthcare is another issue and a very fundamental right. I have a company that is 25 years old in the healthcare industry, and I had serviced one of the most vulnerable citizens of our community, which is the aging. And you know, we need, from our politicians, we truly need an affordable and accessible healthcare. The pandemic indeed shown us that we really need a healthcare that is going to be equitable for everyone and affordable for all our community.
How about education? Education is another cornerstone of our community's future. We hope to have more choices and opportunities for our youth to pursue their choices of higher education or vocational school so that they may become productive citizens within our community. Our children deserve the best opportunities to succeed and thrive in an increasingly competitive world.
That's right. What about small businesses? Who amongst us owns small businesses? It is a backbone of our community. And you know, not only the Filipino-Americans entrepreneurs, but we had faced some challenges in the past. We need resources, we need guidance, we need support so that our businesses can get back to its growing capacity once again. We need all the help that we can get, so we need to support policies that will back up small businesses.
Yay. Tonight, we have the privilege of hearing from candidates who are running for office and are eager to address these critical issues. We encourage you to listen, ask questions, partake, and engage in this important conversation.
That's right. And thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Maraming salamat po for joining us tonight and for your commitment that indeed not only the Filipino-American community, but our all Asian American, Native Hawaiian, Pacific Islander community will continue to thrive and grow. So let us continue to coalesce together, collaborate, and coordinate our efforts so that we can continue to move forward and upward. So I encourage everyone to go and vote. Your choice is your voice. So go vote correctly, go vote intelligently, and maraming salamat po for joining us this evening. God blessings to all of you.
Have a great evening, everyone.
Thank you.
Nag-time travel tayo. Yeah. That was last Friday, no?
Talking about Civico earlier.
Yeah.
So I Googled it. Civic is anything pertaining to city, urban, municipal, metropolitan. So that's what
City,
civic is.
urban,
Municipal,
municipal.
or metropolitan.
metropolitan.
Yeah.
Yan, ang
Covers our whole community.
Yeah, community.
Community
So,
nga.
community engagement.
Society,
Yeah.
as a whole. So that was the speech. Those were the clips. Hindi siya clips. Isang clip siya ng mga speeches ninyo ni Honorary Consul Amy ba or Amy Belmonte. Tama?
Either way, Ami Tagalog, Amy English.
So, I love that. Your choice, your voice. Parang tema ng Filipino-American Media Association na Fil-Am Amplify the voice of the Filipino. And this also includes the non-Filipinos. So, amplify your voice through your vote. Kasi nga, your choice is your vote. So, yeah. So, yun ang clips natin.
It was a great event.
Nakita mo na ba yan?
Yes.
No? Yeah. Ako hindi pa. So, we have viewers sa web at saka sa right here sa Facebook. And hello daw sabi ni Marlon. No, Adele, this is not Mari Parlade. This is Jacque De Joya. Adele, yeah, sorry. We did not ayan, may pangalan siya sa screen. Okay. So, may questions ba kayo o may answers na ba kayo sa question namin? Are you a voter? And if you're not a voter, why not? Why not coconut? Meanwhile, Jackie pulled a card. Well, no, she did not pull a card. The last card we have from our shift tayo ha while
Sure.
waiting for what's going on sa ere. We have completed na Mia ang ating
All the cards?
yes,
Oh, wow.
Soul's Journey by James Van Prague. So all 44 cards will be completed today. Ito yung remaining card for Jackie. Here you go, darling. Here.
Oh, okay.
You want to read that?
Oh, okay.
And
Imagination.
Imagination.
Ano daw nakasulat?
I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind.
How relevant is that for you? Creative ka nga, di ba? President siya dati ng
I embrace
Filipiniana.
and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. You know, my mind is always going.
Yeah.
It doesn't stop.
24/7.
24/7. That's why some of us don't sleep very much, from what I understand. It's because our mind is continuously moving. And sometimes I don't know how to shut it off. That's why I can't sleep. But yes, it's definitely something that we should embrace.
The creative aspects
Embrace
of
the
our minds.
creativity of our mind, and then nourish it by educating
Yes.
yourself.
Yes.
Nourish it. That's the nourishment. Just keep going, reading, learning. There's always something to learn. You notice
Oh, for
that
sure.
it does not stop. We're always learning something. And at the same time, just embrace what you're learning and know that it's important. Take it in. And then you're always going to use those, whatever you've learned, you're always going to use it in the future. So embrace it.
Galing naman. Miss Universe, Jackie. Candidate number 2, Miss Mia Casino. What can you say about that card, Mia? Imagination.
Imagination. I think it's true. You have to embrace the creativity that's always, that's always within you.
It's a very important aspect of what one of the pillars of NaFFA, hindi ba? Cultural ano yun?
Cultural uplift.
Uplift.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's part of it. Our culture and our
Yes.
tradition is where we showcase our creativity as a nation, as Pinoys, no? Di ba? Kaya meron tayong Filipino-American Heritage Foundation coming up this October. Meron tayong HIMIG. And aside from this, part din ba yun ng civic engagement, yung mga cultural events? Hindi.
It takes part into
Pwede.
the cultural
Yeah, the
uplift
cultural
part.
side.
Totally separate. But
they
definitely
blend,
something very
diba?
important. Yes, yes. And it is actually, and that's one of the mission, is that we need to educate the community about our culture, and we need to share our culture with the community so that they can learn about the Fil-Am community.
Yeah. At the same time, which aspects of our culture do we need to let go of? Do we need to release while we are living in this different culture? At saka which of those naman we are bringing with us and are relevant here, di ba? Yung mga utang na loob, ano ba yun? Does that still play well here sa Amerika? Yung mga nahihiya.
I think it's
Yeah?
inborn and it's still gonna be there, but we try to be more conscious not to,
Yeah.
try to do away with it.
Right, right. Unfortunately, we still have that part of our culture that we're quiet. Maybe we're showing respect, right? Because we don't want to argue. We go with the
Yes.
flow. We
Tama.
blend wherever we go, all over the world. But being quiet, sometimes you can only take so much of that because we're not speaking up. We don't have a voice.
True. Yes.
And in this way, the only way that we can expand our voice is through voting. So we have to speak up. If we don't see something we like, if there's a policy that we don't like, that we want to change, it's time to stop being quiet, because the only way we can do that is by speaking up.
Yes.
And that may be, like you said, part of our culture that we need to change. Yes, we are very respectable people. We are well-mannered. We're respectable. But sometimes there is time for us to speak up
Oh, yes.
and let our voices be heard.
Huwag mahiya. Oo.
And
At
one
saka,
way is to vote.
exactly.
Yes.
Yung isa pa, one aspect that I'm seeing in what we are doing here, NaFFA, what you're doing is yung bayanihan. At saka pakikisama, pakikipagkapwa. When we come together to collaborate, cooperate, like what Council said. Cooperate, collaborate, coalesce.
Yes.
Yeah? Yun.
And that's
Pakikisama.
NaFFA's thrust to community as one.
Yes.
Correct. Right.
Bayanihan spirit.
There were so many different organizations, like we were saying before, here in Las Vegas, and that's wonderful. Whether we're regionalized, whether there's the Ilocano Association, the Bicolnon Association, the Bisayan, the Kapampangan, we're very, very proud of our region, and that's wonderful because it shows our what makes us special and unique in our regions. And that's wonderful. But there's also a time for us to come together, like what Mia is saying, that NaFFA promotes community of one. Let's sometimes come together and work together for a common cause, and so that our voices will be louder. It's going to be louder than if we're 10 different organizations. But if we come together, our numbers are going to be larger, and then our voices will be louder
And stronger.
and stronger together.
Feel amplify. Amplified tayo. At saka hindi naman masama if we Filipinos and Asians and other ethnic groups, no, put our voice out there, because the U.S. is made up of so many different races and cultures, and so if we are bringing into the table the best of ourselves, hindi naman masama yan, di ba? The whole community
of
can
course.
benefit from that. The whole Americas can benefit from that. The nurses, for example, here, at saka yung teachers, may shortage in some states, edi we're here. Di ba? So we are offering the best of what we have here. So it's not for the bad, or we're not trying to, sinasabi nila, you're conquering the U.S. No, we're not. This is not about that. It's cooperation. Tawa kayo, no? Narinig ko yan sa mga many things that
There's
I'm
so many
reading.
Filipinos all over the world, right?
I actually got a first-hand comment like that with one of my coworkers.
Ano daw?
He said.
The Filipinos, not generally, but they said the educated Filipinos take over the jobs of another ethnicity.
Take over. Masama ba yan? Or,
Well, that's their thinking. Yeah.
Okay. Sabi naman ng teacher ko sa yoga, there's no right or wrong. There's appropriate or inappropriate at certain times. So when it's appropriate for you to step up, regardless of your race,
Right.
it's for the betterment of the human family,
Yeah, that's how I answered him. I said, that's where racism comes in.
Oh,
I said, if that's how you think, then you do better.
yes.
You have the right to compete.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a free country, and we were accepted here, so we were embraced here. Ako at least, ha, I was embraced here. I came here for love. Inyo.
Yeah.
But for the record, I have only experienced kindness and love ever since I got on American soil. Never experienced any negative thing. Ewan ko, jaded ba ako? Baka yan ang superpower ko, no? Na only kindness and love and generosity, yan lang ang na-receive ko at na-experience dito sa US. So there. I'm giving back in whatever way I can.
That's good.
Yeah, that's very good.
Yeah.
You have a positive persona.
Yes.
So maybe you just did not feel that negativity.
Maybe, no. I like that kind of being jaded. Jackie, so if you were to, yung pinaka-message mo today, yung pinaka-final message mo before we go to Mia for her quote for the day, what would that be para sa ating listeners? I know you said about get out and vote, but is there anything else, or on top of that, the overarching message that you want to give?
Right. Perhaps it's that, like I said before, we are in this country, in the United States. We are citizens of this country. Let us do the best we can. Practice our citizenship. And how can we do that? By voting. Please go out there to vote. Your vote counts. No matter if you're just one person, every single vote counts. And lastly, I just want to bring up, as far as I'm also a dual citizen. If you're a dual citizen, there's overseas voting rights now. That's another thing that we can take advantage of as well, is voting in the Philippines. And just a food for thought, I just want to say in regards to dual citizenship and overseas voting, was initiated by NaFFA It was
Ay,
lobbied and
galing.
successfully obtained by the Philippine Supreme Court action to bestow voting rights to all dual citizens. And I know a lot of people don't know that,
Oh,
but
no.
that was
Oh my
initiated by NaFFA.
Congratulations, NaFFA. Ang galing. Ulitin mo nga. Initiated. When was this? Do you have a date? No.
I don't have a date in my
okay.
notes.
But that is so important.
And a lot of people
NaFFA.
don't know that about NaFFA, so I just wanted to bring that up.
Kudos to NaFFA. Mabuhay. Mabuhay.
Mabuhay.
Oh,
So
ayan
if
na,
you'd
ha?
like to join NaFFA, we're open to membership.
Magkano?
$40 for individual, $25 for seniors
A year
and
ba yun?
students. Yes.
Okay.
And $150 for organizations.
Okay. And the money is used for all these projects that NaFFA has for all of us. Thank you so much, Jackie.
No, thank you.
Ano, we
Thank
give
you,
we give the
Jackie.
mic to
Thank you, Mia.
Mia.
Thank
Ano
you,
na
Dao.
ating
My
closing
quote, hang on.
quote?
Our quote is from Mother Teresa. I alone cannot change the world, but I can cast a stone across the waters to create many ripples.
Ulitin mo nga dito sa mic,
You
Mia.
don't hear?
Yung beautiful modulated
It's about
voice
civic
mo.
engagement.
Again.
It's from Mother Teresa. I alone cannot change the world, but I can cast a stone across the waters. Parang ganun. To create many ripples.
Yes.
And that's that one vote, the one stone.
Yes, that
One
one
stone.
vote is that.
Has a ripple effect.
Yes.
Yes. So do not think that you are insignificant because you matter. We matter. Yan.
Yes.
Di ba? So with that, do you have anything more to add to that, Jackie? Or
No,
you're
thank you
good?
so much, Dot and Mia, for having me today.
Thank you.
Everyone, go out to vote and join NaFFA with the mission and vision.
Yes. Okay. $40 ba? Yun ba yun?
Individual.
Yearly ba yun?
Yes.
So, I'm a member, alam mo ba? Mag-renew na ako. Sige. So, stay tuned for Buhay Bahayan coming up after On the Dot. Thank you so much for being with us. We see you next week.
See
Bye,
you next
everyone.
week.
On the Dot is presented by Benjamina Mia Casino. Licensed real estate professional since 2008. License number S01669991 LLC. Just like a friend from back home.
This is your Filipino radio experience in Las Vegas. PHLV Radio.
PHLV.